Today I took two trades, one loser and one winner, both on the same setup. Kind of in my plan, but a little bit out of the plan. Yeah, so today, after Friday's big sell-off, all the pivots were bearish here. So lower relationship on TPO, lower relationship on the floor pivots, and also lower on the cams. So it was a bearish trend. It seems like because it closed under S1, maybe I switch to a bearish trend. It's been trending downward for 3 days now, 2 days. So that was the context. But today we're opening inside value area over here and inside range, but above H3 here. So that kind of threw me off, but it was aligning with the CPR level here. So I thought maybe that could be a place for longs, but I placed high priority on the value area levels. So my main plan was to short at value area high, which also was a high volume node ledge. Over here, it's kind of this area here. We have this high volume node, and it aligned perfectly with the value area high, so I want to short that. But as market opened up and rallied up pretty aggressively here, I started to notice this high volume, or this node here, not node, this level here, pre-market high. And I want to kind of try a pre-market high short, especially because the RSI here, as it was breaking above, it was significantly lower than what this RSI was. So I basically didn't mind if it rejected from around 75.45, because I kind of justified it by saying that this high volume node ledge is more of a zone here, and there's that little ledge over there also, which aligned perfectly with where it rejected today. So I was kind of looking at this pre-market high level, even though it was about 10 points above value area high. So technically it wasn't really in my plan, but I kind of justified it by saying that this high volume node ledge kind of extends above, and also that pre-market high level was there. So I was kind of looking at it. If I saw good confirmations, I said I would take it. And I first saw this 3-minute high volume basing candle here, and I thought maybe there would be a chance for a pre-market high rejection. Same thing with this 5-minute basing candle here, high volume. So maybe it could be a rejection off of here, and this 1-minute 2-bar reversal. So I thought those were good signals for shorts here. So I thought maybe I could try it out, even though it's kind of off my level here. So market initially rallies up, and it's a pretty strong rally, and my level is at 36, right? So I'm kind of looking at this to short. And actually, a lot of sellers came in over here, but with a little P shape, but I didn't really see any good confirmations. So I wanted to short, but just did not see good short confirmations. It was more of a long confirmations, if anything. So yeah, a lot of sellers came in. Yes, it was going down, but yes, it was kind of a P shape. I didn't want to get in because it was just not the best confirmations. It's going down, forming CVD, hidden divergence, bullish. A bunch of sellers here, but not really, moving as much as it should. So I don't want to enter short, and it's a good thing I didn't, because it kept rallying above. Now it goes into 45, 46 area, which is this pre-market high level, and it kind of forms this high volume basing candle on the 3-minute and 5-minute. And I think about it, but end up not taking it here. So now it forms a shooting star candle on the 20 range, and now it goes and sells off a little bit. But still, I don't really see many good confirmations. If anything, I see bullish confirmations, because it's forming a delta divergence bullish, and delta divergence bullish on the 20 range. So I'm still trying to see if I can get really good confirmations. I don't want to jump this, right? So I'm looking at this. Maybe there's a retest back in. And what I see here is that there's a huge positive delta here, but on the 1 minute, it's about to form a negative candle here, a red candle. So big delta divergence. It doesn't really finish as one, but it's at least a CVD hidden divergence for sure, because it wicked above and came down. So I like that. I also like the fact that the 2 minute was also forming a delta divergence here. It didn't quite close that way, but it was good enough, I thought. So I liked those 3 things. So decided to enter short here. One contract because it's kind of above my original level here. I kind of want to try this with the RSI normal divergence here, but I was kind of unsure of it, so I took it with one contract. Maybe I should have had my stop up here actually, but I had my stop above the highs, and all the sellers got absorbed here and just rallied up. So there's that. Yeah, thought maybe it could hold, but did not hold. Broke the highs. So now I was gonna I was like, okay, it's gonna be a rally day, and I was actually thinking at this moment that maybe if it comes down and tests value high, I could take it long, but I saw this hit break the highs here and then instantly get rejected, forming a delta divergence on the 20 range, bearish, also on the 2 minute, bearish. And then 1 minute, also forming a delta divergence, bearish here. So, and also CVD hidden divergence broke the highs like a lot, but barely wicked above the highs here. So I'm looking at this and I kind of like it. CVD hidden divergence, 1 minute delta divergence, 20 range delta divergence here, and also this 2 minute delta divergence. So I enter with one contract. Honestly, I should probably enter with 2 because it was such a tight stop. It was about 3 points. And it doesn't finish as a delta divergence, but it was good enough for me because a lot of sellers came in, selling imbalances came in. So I honestly liked this setup, and it was a pretty smooth trade from then on. Just big sell-off, just continuous sell-off here. And my original target was here at 36, which would have been about 3R. But based on the fact that it was selling off pretty hard, I wanted to see if it can hit 25 H3 level here. But yeah, I wanted to see if it could go further than 36. And here, right at 36, I still don't see really signs of buying yet, so I'm kind of holding on, seeing if it would sell off even further. And then, boom, big selling comes in, pushes down like 5 points here. And yeah, it starts forming kind of a B shape here, so I have my finger on the sell button here because I got more than I bargained for. And because it's forming a B shape and it could rally right back up, I decided that I'll just take it off now. I got more than I bargained for, so took it off there, and then it continues selling off into the H3 and even further here. So I think the confirmations were great. My level I wasn't too sure about because that's pre-market high. You typically don't really take that, but it did kind of line up with that high volume node ledge. Maybe it's just a justification, but it was great confirmation, so I decided to try this level out, especially with this RSI divergence here. Is that the best psychological decision? I don't think so, but I don't know. I thought it was great confirmations. Yeah. This kind of thinking might come bite me in the ass later, though, so gotta be careful of that.